everybody, Luis Kond here. Today I would like to talk about folding cameras. It's a kind of funny camera. This one is quite actually compact. This is a camera from the 50s and it's folding because it's a pocket camera almost. And we can just open like this here, and the lens comes out. This particular one is a Epsilon brand, Epsilon camera. Possibly it's going to be out of focus there, so close. I tried this one. I liked it. I did not develop the film yet, it's, the format is so using, of course, 120 film. The format is 4.5 by 6 centimeter format, but it's not about this Epsilon that I would like to talk. I would like to talk about a different one that I've got here, which is a Seagull. And I decided to buy this model because I think it's very portable, and when I want to shoot, like when I'm on holiday, or if I want to carry lightweight in terms of cameras, this can go into a pocket. It's quite compact, and I can use 120 film, which gives me a better quality in terms of when I need to print in the darkroom. It's better to use 120 film than under 35 millimeters film anyway. But because they are so compact, I decided to buy this model, and I went for this model because it's quite versatile, as it can shoot in 2 different formats. It can do 6 by 6 square format, 6 by 6 centimeter, or it can do 6 by 4.5 centimeter, which is an advantage, because normally there's a few models more that is possible to do both formats, but this one is quite cheap. It's a Chinese brand, but well, it's got a coated lens, so still the quality is quite good. So let's just have a look on the camera. It's got, in terms of the specifications and features of it, starting by the lens. To start with, we can open the camera here, and this little button, it opens. And starting to the lens, has got quite an open lens, 3.5 f3.5 of aperture, which is quite good. However, I bought not thinking about the aperture of the lens anyway, because I'm mainly shooting landscapes with it, so I'm going to use it on a tripod and using apertures like 8, 11, 16, not the widest ones anyway. But this lens is coated, already treated, an astigmatic lens, and is a 75 millimeter lens. On the lens we've got all that we need to operate in terms of apertures. It's got this little knob that we can adjust from 3.5 the maximum aperture until 22. I know it's quite tricky to see, but maybe you can notice there the adjustment. These cameras are not automatic, so the shutter, in order to shut, we need to actually set up the shutter here on this knob. And quite interesting, this camera has got kind of a safety thing. When we put the shutter, it is blocked, so that prevents double exposure, and only when we advance the film then it's possible to shoot. So all the speeds of the camera is in this ring here. The ring, I don't know if you can notice, but yeah, we can change the speeds here, which are from position B until 1 second, half second, 1/4 of the second, 1/8 of the second, 1/15, 1/30, 1/60 of the second, 1/25 of the second, and 300. So it's quite a good range of speeds, but mainly the B is very useful because when we shut with of course with a cable for not to shake the image on a tripod, then we can stay as long, the aperture and shutter can stay open as long as we can, and then we can use with the cable. So the focusing is quite interesting because it's got this quite useful ring here that we can move the aperture. It's quite useful. And the other useful feature, this camera has got a rangefinder, which is quite good, which we can't find. Most of these cameras are cheap cameras from the 50s, and they don't have a rangefinder. Some of them I've got, but they are more expensive. You pay what you've got. So, but this one is quite affordable, and the model is Seagull 203, as you can see here. Yeah, Seagull 203, and of course this one has got this lever, the knob of advancing the film. Against this one's has got only, you need to advance the film like that. So this one is more practical. Actually, this camera was, I think, the first ones came on around the 90s, so it's much more recent, and that reflects on his own way of working. The camera has got a kind of is exposure guide. Here, this doesn't do anything on the exposure itself. It's only a way that helps us to achieve the best results in terms of what we want in terms of exposure, but it's always advisable to have a light meter. So at the back of the camera we can have two windows. One is for the the 6x6 counting. We can see the numbers here, or if we want 6x4.5, we can see the numbers through this one here. And the way that we can select the format is when we are putting the film inside, then we can choose. It's very interesting because you can choose 4.5 format like that, or if you want to shoot 6x6 format, that is a square format. It's only this bit of metal that makes the difference. it's quite clever and interesting. So yeah, I bought this one. I'm planning to shoot a film soon with it, so possibly I will take to the field and then upload the video shooting with it, and I will make a video just charging the film with this camera, and I'm looking forward to use it because it's quite a funny camera. Just to close the window, we just put our fingers like that here on this thing and just retract the camera back in until we listen to the click, and that's it. So Seagull 203, a good, nice, attractive camera to use with 120 film and to have some fun. Okay, see you soon. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.